Hello guys, welcome to Reka Commerce. In this section, I'll explain how to prepare a simple cash book. Okay, so in my previous section, I'll explain meaning of cash book and its types, right? So please watch those videos before this video. Then only you can easily know the importance of preparation of cash book and you can easily understand how to prepare a simple cash book. Okay, so in this video, I'll explain how to prepare a simple cash book. Before going into that, like and share my video and subscribe my channel for more updates and post opinions and doubts on comment box. Okay, let's see. See, problem number 1. Prepare simple cash book as on 31st/12/2009 from the following particulars. Okay, so these are the transactions that should be happening on December month in 2009, and all those transactions are related to cash. Okay, so by using these transactions we need to prepare a cash book. So you find a problem like this in your exams. So for this problem, now we have to prepare a cash book. Okay, let's see. So this is the format of a simple cash book. Okay, on debit side you have to record cash receipts, on credit side you have to record cash payments. You already know the meaning of cash receipts and cash payments, right? So cash receipt means cash comes into our business, we received cash, so that should be debited here. And cash payment means you should pay cash to others, so cash goes out from our business, so that should be credited. Okay, let's see the problem. First we have to differentiate which transactions comes under cash receipt and which transactions comes under cash payments. Okay, then you can easily record those transactions in debit side and credit side. Okay, see first one. On December 1st, bought cash into the business. So capital comes into our business, right? So it was a cash receipt. We received cash, so it should be debited. Second one, cash purchases. So we purchase goods for cash, right? So here cash purchases, it means you make a payment here. So it was a cash payment. It should be credited. It should be recorded on credit side. And fourth, cash sales. So you sold goods for cash. So at that time cash comes into our business, right? So we received cash. So it was a cash receipt. So it should be recorded on debit side. Okay. Fifth one, paid advertisement expenses. So we paid. So it was a payment. It was a cash payment because we paid cash here. It should be recorded on credit side. Next one, on 7th, received commission in the form of cash 450. So it was a cash receipt. We received cash, right? So it should be recorded on debit side. On 10th, paid cash to Kiran for 100 rupees. So it was a cash payment, right? We paid cash here. So it should be credited. It should be recorded on credit side. Next one, 12th one, drawings. So it was also a payment. Okay. The owner took cash from our business as a drawings. So it was a payment from our business side. So it was a cash payment. So it should be recorded on credit side. Next one, deposited cash into bank. So we deposit cash into bank. Then cash goes out from business and bank received cash here. So it was a cash payment. It should be recorded on credit side. Cash goes out from our business, right? Next, 18th one, paid for office expenses. We paid office expenses in the mode of cash here. So it was a cash payment. It should be recorded on credit side. Okay, next one, 21st received interest 800 rupees. So we received cash in the form of interest, right? So it was a cash receipt. It should be recorded on debit side in simple cash book. Okay, on 31st paid salaries 900 rupees. So it was a cash payment. It should be credited in simple cash book. Okay. See, now you can differentiate the cash receipts and cash payments. Okay. Now we have to record this in simple cash book. Okay. Let's see. See, first one should be recorded on debit side, right? So on debit side, date column 2009 December 1st. So bought cash into the business. So it was a capital, right? So instead of this, we have to record it as a capital to capital account 4,000. Okay. Next one, it credit side purchases. So cash purchases, right? So 2009 December 2nd by purchases account 1500 rupees. Next one, on 4th 2200 cash sales. So it should be recorded on debit side, right? So on debit side, 4th to sales account 2200. Okay. Next one, on 7th received commission 450 rupees. So it should be recorded on debit side, right? So on debit side, to commission account 450 rupees. Okay. Next one, 10th paid cash to Kiran. So we paid cash to Kiran, right? So it should be recorded on credit side, right? So on 10th by Kiran account 500 because it was a payment, right? On 12th drawings 300. It should be recorded on credit side, right? So on 12th by drawings account 300 rupees. Next, 15th deposit cash into bank. So we deposited cash into a bank. It was a payment and bank received cash, right? So bank account 250 rupees on credit side. So on 15th by bank account 250 rupees. Okay. Next, 21st received interest 800 rupees. So we received interest. It was a cash receipt. It should be recorded on debit side, right? On debit side, 21st to interest account 800 rupees. Next, last one, 31st paid salaries. So it was a cash payment. It should be recorded on credit side, right? So on 31st by salaries 900 rupees. See, 1 2 3 4 transactions should be on debit side, right? See, 1 2 3 4 completed, right? Let's see the credit. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 7 transactions should be posted on credit side. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 completed. Okay. So we post all the transactions in simple cash book. Now it was completed, right? Now we need to balance these amounts. First, balance the debit side. The balance of debit side was 7,450, right? And the credit side balance was 4,425. So the debit side is higher than the credit side, right? So the debit side balance was 7,450 and the credit side balance was 4,445. So the difference amount was 3,025. So the cash account should be tallied, right? So this was the balance, right? So it should be recorded as by balance carried on. So 31st, the month last date was 31st, right? On 31st by balance carried on, difference amount was 3,025. Okay. Now let's total this account. So 7,450 and 7,450. Okay. Now the account was balanced, right? So this carried on balance should be brought down to next month. Next month was 2010 Jan 1st, right? So it should be recorded as brought down balance 3,025. Okay. So it's simple to prepare a simple cash book.